everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing an unpack with me video. I did try to film a pack with me video before I went on my trip to the Philippines, but I really didn't have enough time. I literally packed the night before and it was just a mad stress. I was panicking that my backpack was too heavy and everything, but it ended up working out all right. This is my trusty backpack right here. It's got me through a lot of times over the past month. So yeah, just for a little bit of context, I spent 1 month solo backpacking around the Philippines. I flew into Manila, then flew to Siargao. I was supposed to also fly to Cebu and do like Siquijor, Malwal, what are the other places? I can't remember. But I was supposed to do other places, but I ended up staying in Siargao for a lot longer than expected because I just loved it so much, and I made some really good friends there. And then after that I flew to Puerto Princesa on Palawan, where I went to Port Barton, El Nido and Coron, and then I flew back to Manila. Because I only had a month, I knew that if I did the original plan it would be a bit crammed anyway, and like I probably would have been exhausted from having to travel so much, because in the Philippines the travel days really do kind of take it out of you and you kind of have to dedicate one whole day to that. And yeah, I didn't want to be lugging this around all the time because it is quite heavy. It was actually more manageable than I thought, but it is quite heavy. It's a 70-litre backpack. I got it, so the brand is Forclaz, but it's a Decathlon brand, and I think I paid £95 for it. So they are quite expensive, but I think any backpack that you get is going to be expensive. You don't want to get a cheap one. And the main feature that I loved about this one and what I wanted from a backpack was for it to open like a suitcase. So I'm just going to unclip it so I can show you quickly. Oh, well, this bit opens up. I'll show you in a sec because I'll unpack it from the outside first, but this bit opens up like a suitcase, and I just think, honestly, it was an absolute lifesaver because it means that you're not reaching down into your backpack trying to rummage through and find stuff at the bottom. Everything's just there and you open it obviously like a suitcase, and yeah, it was absolutely perfect. I really rate this backpack and I'm so glad that I went for this one. And for how good it is, I think the price is actually really good because you can go for kind of more well-known named brands, and this one is just as good. Really sturdy, good material, and yeah, I think I'll have this kind of, I hope, for life. It's a really good backpack, so I would definitely recommend if you're looking for a backpack to go travelling with. Obviously I did only go for 1 month, but at the end of the year I'm planning on going on a trip for 4 or 5 months, and I'm going to use this again because I just think, yeah, it's so good and so worth it. So I hope you can see this in the camera. This is what the backpack looks like from the front. It literally has so many compartments. It has this one at the front, and then it has this little bag on the top that attaches to these clips so you can remove this, and it has a little strap at the top so you can use it as a crossbody bag. I didn't do that because I find it quite ugly, but I mean, obviously if you want to you can do that. And then it has these big pockets on the side which you can just easily shove stuff in, like last minute, like flip-flops, shoes, anything. They're literally huge. And then these zips on the side are massive. It's literally like longer than my arm. So I have been putting like shoes and just anything, any like bulky items that can be shoved in, because there's quite a lot of space, a lot of room in there. And then at the back there's also this little compartment. I didn't put anything in there, but it also has like a lot of padding on the back, so I never had any problems with it rubbing me or being uncomfortable. It's really, really comfortable. The shoulder straps are padded and also like adjustable. Everything you see on here is adjustable. Not sure if you can see, but it has the strap bit here around your waist and a little pocket here as well, just to put any little items in. And also it has this compartment at the bottom which has a bag cover over, so obviously if it's raining you can use that to cover the bag, or if you wanted extra space and you didn't care about your bag getting wet, then you can take that out and there's even more space in there. And there's also one little small zip here where you can fit more stuff in. Yeah, it's honestly a dream. I absolutely love this backpack, and just all the pockets make it so handy. So I'll get into the actual unpacking it now. So we'll start on the outside pockets. In this one, I literally just shoved, bloody hell, this bag. Oh my god, I think it's actually still wet. It's probably covered in sea, salt and everything, because I use this bag just for the beach. And yeah, I knew that it was all dirty, so I've just shoved it down the side there. Like I said, just really easy to shove stuff in. I don't even think I've got anything in here, no. That's what I mean. I could have fit actually a lot more than I did in here, which is surprising for me. I did really try to cut down on all the stuff I was taking, because I am a massive overpacker. I probably have still overpacked, but it was all fine and it fit, so yeah. But I was quite impressed with myself at how well I fitted everything in. That's just a bag, don't know what that's from. In here, I think I just shoved some random bits in when I was leaving. So I actually took 3 caps and 1 kind of like bucket-y sort of hat. I did not wear this one. It was brand new and I didn't want it to get ruined, and I didn't even end up using it. This one I wore a lot, as you can see. I do really like wearing hats when I'm abroad, just to protect my skin from the sun, and also so you can see obviously what a cap does. But whenever I'm abroad, you will always see me in a cap. So yeah, I definitely did not need 4, but I just liked having a black and white one and then a different style of hat, which was fine, and it all fit, so it's really not the end of the world. I have 1 skirt in here that I've obviously just shoved in there. I wore that a few times in the evening, and it's really nice because it's like nice and breezy and really comfy. Just a little vest top. I always wear these when I'm away, and they're literally the easiest tops to wear in the daytime because it kind of covers you up to your neck, so you don't get burnt there. But when you are on a bike, it can be a bit of an issue because I got burnt shoulders a few times, but they are just literally the best tops to just throw on in the daytime, and they still look cute. So yeah, I took a few of them. Also have this little white top. These all need to go in the wash. I wore this a few times in the evening. And wow, that's really creased up. I've obviously just shoved it all in there because yeah, that's what I do when I'm going home. I don't really care what my bag is looking like on the way home. That was just a little skirt. I wore that a few times during the day. Again, just really easy to throw on over a bikini and really comfy too. Anything else in there? That's everything in there. And then, like I said, the top bit you just unclip here, and at the top as well it unclips. Don't know if you can see very well. And then this again was really handy because it's on the top, you can just kind of shove stuff in. I had like a laundry bag which I would often just shove in here because it's really easy, but when I was packing to come home I ended up shoving it in the main bit. So I've got, you're probably going to laugh at this one, I've got Harry. I took it's kind of like a comfort teddy for me. I probably didn't need to bring it, but because it was my first solo trip, I was like, I'm just going to take him because I like having him there at night to hug. But yeah, love Harry, and I am glad I brought him. My mum was like, you should definitely take Harry. So yeah, I took Harry, and he came along the whole journey with me. So he's now been to the Philippines too. And then I have my GoPro case in there. I actually don't really need the case. It's literally got nothing in because I just had the camera kind of loose all the time. So I didn't actually need to bring that, but because I brought it for my trip, I thought I would take it just in case. And then, wow, this was such a stupid decision. I brought like 3 of these style of bags, and I used this bag once, and that was purely because I had been carrying these bags around for a month and I had not used them once. You do not need these style of bags when you go traveling. I just really didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what like the nightlife was going to be like. Like normally at home I'll always take one of these bags out when I go out, but no, you do not need one. You need one black bum bag or whatever colour bum bag that's going to go with everything, and that's what you're going to wear everywhere. If you go on a night out, you're not going to be wearing these in the Philippines anyway. Yeah, really, really unnecessary. But hey ho, you live and you learn. And in here, I really have just shoved a lot of clothes in random places. These Stradivarius denim shorts, I really loved these while I was away because they're a bit longer. They're a bit more comfy and they kind of cover you up. And yeah, they just look really nice and cool as well. So yeah, I wore these a lot whilst I was away, and you can just mix and match them with loads of different tops, so really good. Another one of these little vest tops, which like I said, perfect for traveling. Right, so now let's go on to the main bit and the best feature of the whole bag. I really think if you're gonna get a bag for traveling, get one that opens like this, like a suitcase, because it will make your life 10 times easier. So you just pull the sides down, and then it literally, I hope you can see this, it opens like that, and this is like hard on the back, so yeah, just really, really good. So here are the other two dressy bags that I took. So stupid and dumb, I did not use either of these bags once, so it was just taking up space in my bag, and yeah, so unnecessary, but when I go next time, I will not be taking any of these. There we go. In this little compartment here, this little netted bit, this is quite a funny one. My brother wanted me to take a rape alarm, and I was like, Josh, I don't think I need a rape alarm. He was really concerned about me going on my own. But he had a spare torch, and he was like, just at least take a torch just in case it's dark at night and your phone dies. Have this, it's like a handheld one where you do this. Did not use it once, it stayed in that compartment the whole time. And then I have this little pouch, and I just put kind of like miscellaneous items in there. Took some little hairbands that I didn't use once, again, like plasters, tampons, Gaviscon, just like little bits. I guess this is my little first aid kit as such. And then in this compartment here, it's just like a pouch. This is where I put all my bikinis and kind of like swimwear stuff. It's quite a big pouch, so it's, yeah, easy to just kind of shove it all in there. So for bikinis, I'll probably write on the screen like how much of everything. Obviously I have some clothes kind of scattered about, but in a minute I'll go through my actual packing cubes and list everything out, because I'm not even sure myself how much of everything I bought. So I have 1 bikini, 2 bikini, 3 bikinis, 4, 5. I took 5 bikinis. I didn't wear that one once, so I could have just took 4 and been fine. I think that was enough, but even if you did want to take more, you could. If I was going for a bit longer, I maybe would, just so I can kind of rotate them a bit more. And then this beach cover up, which I did not wear once, so I won't be taking that one with me again. And then this little bag I used for my dirty laundry. Even though I have more dirty laundry, I couldn't fit it all in here on the way home, so that's why it was shoved in the front. I took this, I absolutely love this skirt, I think it's so cute. Again, this is quite dressy for like the Philippines vibe, but I did wear it once while I was there. That was the night I got my really bad tattoo that says vibes. Definitely not a vibe. But yeah, I wore that once. I would take that again because I think it's nice to just have to kind of dress up on one evening as such. These shorts, which I wore to absolute death, you can probably see they're a bit worn in, but they're just perfect for traveling. They're so comfy and good to wear kind of on travel days as well when you're sat on a coach for hours, because yeah, just the comfiest shorts ever. These are only from Primark as well, so you can get these anywhere obviously. And then I have this little top. I don't know why that's in the day wash basket because I did not wear this once, but there we go. And then pyjamas. I took 2 pairs of pyjamas. This little shorts and top set, and also this other top and short set. I think 2 pairs of pyjamas is plenty, and I was considering, because I love wearing trouser bottoms to bed, I was considering taking them with me, and yeah, I'm so glad that I didn't, because I would have taken them off. I would have been way too hot. So yeah, definitely take shorts, pyjamas. We'll move on to my packing cubes. So I only bought 2 big packing cubes, or one kind of like medium one. This has all my tops in, and then a bigger one for all of my bottoms. However, I wish that I took more packing cubes, because I just think having anything loose is just a nightmare. And I had my pants and socks all loose in these. It was fine, but I think just to have a small packing cube for it would have been a lot better. And I wish I had one for like bikinis and stuff like that. I mean, they were fine in here, but it's just nice to know like which packing cube has what, so you can just grab it out as easy as possible. And the ones that I ordered, I actually had packing cubes left over. I just didn't end up using them because I thought they would kind of fit better with less. But yeah, I would just say use packing cubes for everything, but they are really, really good, and mine lasted the whole month and they were absolutely fine. So I'll just go through the tops one now. Obviously I've shown you a few of the tops already. Oh, sorry, this is tops and dresses, because this one's a dress here that I brought. Just a plain little back dress that you could wear in the day or evening. I wore it in the evening a few times, and it's really comfy, really easy to throw on. Another one of those little vest tops. Wore this to death in the daytimes and to the beach and everything. Another one of those, so I think I brought 4 of those in total. Just a plain white one there, although it's not very white now. And then I bought this little like bralette vest top thing. I wore this quite a few times in the evening. Again, just really easy and comfy. I also bought this one for the evening, which I think I wore once. It was a really nice top, and yeah, I think if I was there longer then I would have worn them more. But because not every night was like kind of a dressy night, I didn't wear a lot of like the dressier things. Some nights I would literally just wear the stuff that I wore in the day. It really just kind of depends. I had this little black bralette top. I think I wore this a couple of times in the day. Again, just really easy to throw on. And also this little black bralette top. Again, easy in the day, and also you can wear it in the night with different items as well. I got this white dress. It's kind of like a linen material, really nice and airy to wear on holiday. So comfy. I wore this once in the evening. Also this top, which I absolutely love, I'm obsessed with. I was determined to wear this at some point throughout the holiday, so I wore it one night in El Nido. That's when I wore the dressy bag as well, but that was the only time that, like I said, that I wore the bag. But this top is really, really nice, and I do think you should take some nice kind of more dressy outfits, because it's nice to feel nice and not always wearing like your kind of bit more rubbish daytime clothes. You don't always want to wear that in the night. Sometimes it's nice to actually put a little bit of makeup on, as opposed to kind of going out all the time with like none, and yeah, just wearing like comfy baggy clothes. It's quite nice to kind of dress up, even just a little bit on some nights, like maybe when you're going somewhere a bit nicer. And then I got this little black spotty top. I don't think I even wore this one, to be honest with you, but that could be worn in the evening. Like I said, I think if I was there longer I probably would have worn more of my stuff. This orange dress, did not wear it. Again, really, really nice for holiday, but yeah, I just didn't get around to wearing it. Sometimes you just pick the stuff that you're most comfortable in, and I did not want to look too overdressed because a lot of people in the Philippines weren't very dressed up, and I really didn't want to look too out of place. So yeah, that was another reason why. Then this is my bottoms packing cube. Obviously I have, again, already shown you some of my bottoms. These are just the ones that are left in the packing cube. I have these black kind of culotte trousers, really comfy, really kind of airy and light again. These are kind of perfect, more for the evening, and you can kind of mix and match with a lot of tops. I think I wore these a few times. And then I got this little Bershka skirt with a belt, denim. It does take up a lot of space in my bag because it's quite thick material. I did take a few denim ones, but I definitely didn't need as many denim ones that I brought. Brought. But I think I did wear this twice. It is very short, and I did find, not in a bad way, but like people would like, because I love fashion obviously, and when I wear that kind of like more colourful, a bit out there things, like you do get a lot of looks, but you get that in England as well, so hey ho. And then I have these, again, really comfy shorts, like that cotton material, and I wore these a lot, especially like I said on the travel days, just because they're so comfy, and like to the beach and stuff. Yeah, these are like my favourite style shorts travelling. Then I have these linen shorts. I wore these quite a lot in the day as well, again, because they're just really comfy, easy to throw on over a bikini, have pockets as well. So yeah, these come in handy too. And then I have another pair of denim shorts. I already have the longer ones that I showed you, but these ones, I don't even know if I wore these. I think I might have worn them like once or twice maybe. But yeah, I don't know why I brought two shorts. I think I wanted the two different lengths, but I definitely didn't need two pairs. And then lastly, I have this little black mini skirt, again denim, so it takes up a lot of room, but I did wear this quite a few times in the evening just because you can kind of mix and match it, like I said, with a lot of different tops. That would be the advice that I would give any girl who kind of wants to overpack. Just make sure you can bring stuff that is easy to mix and match and kind of rewear, but in different ways with different items. That's your best options for having a different outfit, but also not a different outfit. Okay, so also I just found another little top in my bag. Again, wore this one a lot because it's just kind of plain. It goes with a lot of the bottoms that I brought. So I think that's everything for clothes. Moving on to shoes, I bought these little, by the way, this is the best idea I got from a YouTube video. So from Backpacking Bananas videos, I watched her kind of packing videos before, and she uses these shower caps to put around her shoes like this. Honestly, it's the best idea I've ever seen, and yeah, it just really helped a lot for when I was away, because you can just shove your shoes in there even if they're like muddy and dirty, and they're not going to get anything else in your bag dirty. It's like so good. And I think these cost me like £1.50 from Boots for like a pack of 3 or something. So yeah, definitely recommend using these. I took these shoes for kind of evening time just because they're really comfy. So I thought it would be a good idea to kind of take one black pair for the evening and one kind of white creamy pair there. But to be honest, I didn't actually need them. I did wear them a few times, so it was nice to have. I wore the cream more than these ones. Because I hurt my foot surfing, it meant that I had to just wear sliders pretty much the whole time. But honestly, people don't wear like fancy shoes in the evening. Most people wear them flip-flops, so yeah, it's really unnecessary. I didn't actually need these. It was just kind of nice to have a couple of options. But yeah, these are really good because they're just so comfy. They're a bit worn now, but yeah. And then these are just the cream white ones that I got that are now actually brown around the edges. I might even throw these away because they might not be able to come back from all the dirt and stuff around them, but they're really comfy, like foam. So yeah, these are really good as well. The other pair of shoes I brought was, so I brought those two. I brought just my Adidas Slides, which again, I've put the shower cap round. So I put them in this little side compartment here because they slot in absolutely perfectly. I think kind of that is, in my head anyway, that is what that compartment's for, because they just work so well in there. And yeah, I wore these pretty much every single day while I was there. So yeah, I would just say get a comfy pair of sliders, or I don't find flip-flops as comfy, the ones between the toe. I think these are absolutely perfect, and yeah, again, very worn, but they lasted me the whole time. I've had these for years, and I think they're the perfect holiday shoe. So out of all the shoes, these are the most essential, I would say. And you can wear these on the evening. I wore them most evenings instead of the other ones just because they're a lot more comfier. And when you're traveling, you do just reach for comfort. It's not about looking good as such. On the other side of the zip compartment, I have these wet shoes. Did I wear these once? No. I could have worn these at times, like on one of the boat trips. They said you should kind of wear shoes and you could hire them, but we were like, nah, we'll be fine. I did cut my leg actually on the coral from that, but not actually my feet. So yeah, I think these are handy if you're gonna actually remember to bring them in your bag with you, but I kept forgetting that I even had them with me. So yeah, I mean, they're good, but not absolutely necessary in my opinion. And also in this side pocket is one of my towels. So I actually bought 2 towels with me because I thought it might be handy to kind of have one for the beach and one for like after my shower, but it wasn't absolutely necessary. It was kind of nice because some hostels didn't provide towels, but most of them actually provided a bath towel, so I didn't actually need both. But I am glad that I bought both because some of them I did have to use my own towel for the shower, so yeah, it was quite handy. And these are both microfiber towels. I actually hate these, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they're all right for the beach, but after a shower it literally doesn't dry you. Like, you do not get dry from these towels, you're just rubbing your skin and it's still wet. So yeah, they're good for kind of being dry to put in your bag, but actually drying yourself, no, they're not very good. So definitely for the beach, but for the shower, not great. And then at the top of my bag, I tried to keep all heavy items at the top. My mum's boyfriend was in the army and he said that you should put all the heavy stuff at the top. I thought it would be at the bottom, but apparently it kind of weighs it out better. Who knows if that's true, but I just kept all my heavy stuff at the top, including this wash bag. So I just had one wash bag and I had like face pads, a claw clip, flossing stuff. I took one roll-on deodorant, one moisturiser that's quite small and easy to carry. I luckily had a little mini perfume that I could take. Again, I always forgot to even put this on. And like toothpaste, razors, stuff like that, just skincare. I tried to not take much skincare at all, to be honest. And then I acquired this little bag from when I was getting my laundry done out there, and I did have all this stuff in like a plastic bag before, but this seemed better. And this, I don't know why I brought this all back. I mean, I definitely didn't need to bring the conditioner and shampoo back, but this is where I had kind of all like liquids, after sun, stuff like that. And again, I kept that at the top of my bag. And then wow, we're pretty empty now. I have my snorkel. I put this kind of down the side of the bag just so it'd fit really easy. And then in this little compartment here, I have the other part of my snorkel, the mask bit. By the way, I would recommend definitely taking your own snorkel because otherwise, I can't remember how much they charge you, but every time you go on a boat trip, which if you're going to kind of Southeast Asia, you're probably going to go on quite a lot, especially in the Philippines, and you have to pay every time. So it's really handy just to pay the money before you come. They're not that expensive. I think I paid £10 for mine. And then, yeah, you have it with you all the time. So it's a lot better in my opinion. Oh, I have the sticker from the tattoo place where I got my last tattoo. Don't think I've actually shown that one yet. I'll show you now. Hopefully you can see that. It's a little wave. I got that in Manila, and that was actually done by like a better tattoo studio. They're called P&P Tattoo if you wanted to get one done. They were quite good, and they actually did the line thin as I asked, not like the Vibes one that I got in the karaoke bar. And then the rest of the stuff in this little compartment, I had my makeup bag. This bag's really good. I love these flat lay ones because you just open it like this, and it's all laid out, so it's really easy to kind of do your makeup from anywhere and see all the stuff in your makeup bag. I absolutely swear by these. And also they're quite padded, so if you have like powders in there, it kind of protects them if your bag's getting chucked about a lot by the airlines, which I'm sure they do. And then I have, wow, that's absolutely battered and bruised, isn't it? I have my eyebrow dye because I have naturally very blonde eyebrows and I always dye them, and I knew that going away I would want to do it more than once in the month. So yeah, I did do them a few times, but yeah, it's taken a bit of a battering now. And then I also have my makeup brushes. Again, I tried to condense these down as much as possible and not take ones that I didn't actually think I would use. Most of the time I wasn't wearing makeup, it was just sometimes I would put a little bit on in the evenings, like I said, just to feel a bit nicer about myself. But yeah, that was really handy and flat as well, so it doesn't take up too much space. I have, oh, I brought a little phone case, waterproof phone case holder. I actually got this on my last stop in Coron, but it does actually work, and I think it's really handy to have one of these, but you can obviously just buy them when you're out there. And I have my face wash in here, hairbrush, my contacts, which again have taken an absolute beating. Luckily the actual contacts are fine. I would definitely say if you're packing contacts, just take extras, because I wasn't aware, obviously you're not supposed to wear them in the water, but when I was out there, everyone I spoke to who wore glasses or contacts was wearing them in the sea whilst they were surfing. And I was like, okay, if everyone else is doing it, then I'm gonna do it. And it was absolutely fine. So I don't think it's a myth about not wearing your contacts in the water, but you can do it. So because I was like really worried about how I was going to surf and be able to actually see. The first time I did it, I didn't wear anything, and it was like I couldn't really see very well. But yeah, it's fine to wear your contacts in the water. I just always would take mine out after and not like leave them in the whole night, because obviously I think it's due to the bacteria and stuff. But yeah, just a little tip for any other contact users out there, if you didn't know that already. Other pair of contacts, padlock. This was absolutely essential for hostels. So if you're staying in hostels and there's lockers, obviously you're going to want to lock your bag away, especially if you have valuable items. I had my laptop in my smaller bag with me, and yeah, this was absolutely essential to have one of these. I also had a little small padlock that locked my bag, and the German guy that I met, you would have seen in my Manila vlog, I let him borrow it and he broke it. So from the first day, I didn't have the smaller padlock for my bag, which I did not care about. But it would have been useful in some hostels, because some hostels have really small kind of locks, and you can't fit this big one through the holes. So it's really handy to have a smaller one as well, so then you can obviously use that for the lockers instead of trying to fit this one through, which didn't fit on a lot of them. So definitely have 2 padlocks, a big one and a small one, if you can do that. And I think that is everything. It doesn't actually seem like that much now I've unpacked it all. Oh, that's really sad. Now it's all flat. Feels like the end of a little era of my life. I'll quickly show you the bottom bit. It just opens like that. So you can actually put more stuff in there. And this bit is where the cover is. I used this once, and a lot of people just kept these on all the time, which I kind of wish I did, because my bag got marked a little bit kind of from being chucked about at the airport, I guess, and on flights and stuff. But also when you're traveling around the Philippines, and I'm sure a lot of other Southeast Asian countries, when you're getting a van, they put your bag on top of the van and just strap it on. So if it started raining or anything like that, it wouldn't be as protected. So I'd definitely say, if you can, be bothered. And if you want to keep your bag more safe, then definitely put that on. Oh, and also in this little compartment, I had these little mosquito bands. I got these because I saw someone on a YouTube video recommend them, but for me, they didn't really work. I used the Off cream, which I bought in the Philippines because Shin actually told me that was the best one, and it definitely was. So if you're gonna get a mosquito repellent, for me anyway, personally, the Off cream works really well, but you can buy that kind of when you're out there if you can't get it in the UK. But yeah, that is the end of my unpacking video. I feel really sad now that this like confirms that it's over. I literally had the best time ever, and I cannot wait to go on my next solo trip. Hopefully that one I will be able to film a pack with me video and not just the unpack with me. But yeah, stay tuned for all my other Philippines videos to come. I've got a Siargao one coming up soon. I'm still in the process of editing it. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit chaotic, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video.